It is Malcolm Tent here on WNHU in West Haven, bringing you my personal picks for 2009.
Bad Boy is just kind of a country exports jam. It doesn't transfer over to any other venue or any sound.
Right.
Genre. Yeah.
Right. Now, would you like, while you're doing Punk'N now, which is a strictly electric project, would you consider doing, like, say, an acoustic set during a Punk'N show?
Might be forced to. We've recently had an offer, and I'm surprised that these people are serious. They're seriously considering us to be the headliners at a county fair.
Really?
And after Punk'N kind of has an hour set, but they want to play for 3 hours.
Whoa.
And I said, I don't know. And they said, well, maybe you can just play an hour set, take a break, and play it again. I don't know. So maybe we'll reinvent some stuff. Maybe we will do an acoustic song or two or set, you know.
Wow, 4 hours. That's a lot of picking.
Yeah, that's a long time to fill. Especially for us, in the old days with Iowa Mountain Tour, we're lucky if we did a 15-minute set, you know.
Yeah, right.
Part of that was the audiences, you know. We didn't want to rile them too bad.
Right.
You can kind of see a confused reaction to the Iowa Mountain Tour in off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would imagine with Punk'N, maybe the idea is to rile them up a little bit.
Yeah, it's with Punk'N, we just go out there and we do our music, and that's part of the name. You know, we're kind of, I call it punk rock and Chicago blues. Nice. And that kind of defines it.
Right on. So how's it been for you so far in Punk'N? I would imagine it's had its ups and downs.
Well, at first it was hard to get Punk'N going because it was kind of unknown. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't, but I didn't want to fall back on the Iowa Mountain Tour. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to really denounce that type of music. So with Punk'N, though, I got a few gigs. We did another movie called Puppy. Mm-hmm. With Alice Cooper's daughter, Calico.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we did one of the main songs for it called Mojo Bone. Mm-hmm. And so we were able to use Puppy to launch, and then off the charts, and to get a few little gigs.
Right.
And then word kind of spread that we were decent, viable alternative band.
Right.
That we weren't just a novelty act, that, you know, we were less novelty, goofball act, or, you know,
right,
into more of a actual blues band.
Yeah. Well, hence
the invite to play like a county fair.
Right on. And where exactly is that?
Well, I haven't got the gig yet. But they're going to do another movie this summer. Producer out in Boston said to come in. We're going to do a combination documentary, rockumentary, and bio movie.
Oh, and this is of your story?
Yeah, my story. I wrote an autobiography called Caravan, and I've got some interest out of it. Mm-hmm. I actually got a call from Paramount about a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah, the same guy who did Harold and what's his name, go to White Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to do the Iowa Mountain Tour story. But I got leery of it because I thought he was wanting to go comedy, and I don't like that.
Yeah, one's life is not necessarily a comedy.
No, and so and for a while I think people were looking for a William Hung, you know, and no, and I just hate that anymore.
Yeah, that's understandable, definitely.
So that's kind of why I left the Iowa Mountain Tour and just went on to do Punk'N.
Right. Well, one thing that I was immediately struck with was the uniqueness of your sound. I don't think really that, like, your vocal style is completely unique, and I really respect that in an artist. And Josh's guitar style is also utterly unique, and that's, I think, what really sets Punk'N apart from, you know, your average run-of-the-mill either punk band or blues band, is that you've got this fusion of styles, and the way that you guys deliver it seriously can't be mistaken. No,
we're very proud of that we have a unique sound. we don't want to sound like everybody else.
Right.
And I don't know if it's completely deliberate, but it's somewhat deliberate.
Right. Well, I noticed that.
Yeah?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say we borrow from here and there, but we create our own unique version of it.
Right. Well, I've noticed on your MySpace page, which we'll address in a minute, that you cite people like the Shags and the legendary Stardust Cowboy, people whose sounds are utterly unique and, in my opinion, because of that, timeless.
Yeah. Some of those people I haven't met, but a few of them I have actually met. I actually met Tiny Tim.
Oh, really?
And the legendary Stardust Cowboy, I wrote to him in like 1988. And he sent back this whole package of stuff. And I'm one of the few people with an autographed photo of the Ledge, and I've got a cassette. Anyway, he took a liking to me, and he gave me some encouragement.
Nice.
So I give the Ledge a nod back or some credit, because I wrote to the Ledge and I said, hey, I'm a frustrated musician. How do I go out and have my career? The Ledge just said, jump in there and just do it.
Yes, exactly.
And I thought, well, if the Ledge can do it, I can do it.
That is, we are big fans of the legendary Stardust Cowboy here on Mr. Tent's Wild Ride. He's gotten a lot of airplay over the years. Yeah. And I personally, I'm glad he's still out there doing it. I'd love to meet the man. I bet that would be...
Yeah, so would I. I just love his sheer audacity of it all.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't really scream per se, sing per se, but it's the energy.
Right.
I love his energy.
Definitely. And
so he kind of gave me the encouragement to go out and sing, even with my own unique style. Because, I figure, but it's okay to be different,
Definitely.
Even the Ledge said that,
Right. And tell us about how you met Tiny Tim. So Tiny Tim is also somebody who I've gotten a lot of play on this show.
Tiny Tim, it was shortly after he had married Miss Vicky, and then they had broke up or something. It was a hiatus. He got back with her or something. It was about 1971, and I had an apartment in Waterloo, Iowa. And he was playing a little concert. They mentioned it in that book about him at some hotel in Waterloo. And that was just around the corner from my apartment. And as a matter of fact, his backup band for the evening came up to the apartment, I met him out in the street, I got talked to him. So his backup band came up to the apartment several times, just relax, smoke. So I went to his concert, and I got to talk to him just real briefly after it.
Right.
But it was during the stage when he was doing Great Balls of Fire.
Right.
And he'd get down on the stage, and he'd beat his fist on the stage, and get out on all fours, beat his fist on the stage, bite the back of his hand, and it was just great.
Pretty cool.
And there was hardly anybody in there. I think there were maybe 3 to 5 of us in the audience.
Wow. But I would say that reinforces the old maxim that so long as anybody is there, you got to give them everything you got.
Oh, yeah. Josh and I played to audiences of 3. Matter of fact, that's fairly common. Well, on the other hand, we played packed nightclubs, too.
Right.
To over 200 or so,
Right. And it really doesn't matter, so long as somebody's there and they took the effort to come and see you and they paid their good money to get in, you really have to deliver the goods. I've seen many a band in my day who have insulted the audience because there weren't enough of us there.
Yeah.
Or
I know what you say. See, if you go and there's 5 people and you put on a good show, they'll go home and spread the word, and maybe next time you might have 7, but it'll keep growing.
Right.
But if you put on a bad show for 5 people like you don't give a shit, and then you badmouth them, they'll just tell everybody not to go to your show, and next time you won't be playing for nobody.
Yep, it is so true. I can think of a few bands who I never went back to see again. After
I can, I've known them.
Yeah, definitely. On a totally unrelated note, you do a lot of videos. Maybe you could tell us something about the video work that you do.